little something?
Yeah, I do.
I'll put those
So what does the Megadeth lineup consist of?
Well, there's me playing on lead and vocals temporarily so we can find somebody else that's as fucking mixed up inside as I am. There's Dave Ellison on the bass, whatever you want to call it. Kerry King is sitting in with us right now from Slayer until we can prove to him that we're better. And right now we have a new member named Lee Roush that he snatched up from around the LA area. He kind of imported himself to find a good band, and although he went to the fucking butthole of the world, we kind of crossed paths, and here we are.
So I'm to Dijon.
Dijon, just between you and me, he's a fucking asshole, and I don't want anything printed about him. Okay? So.
Okay, do you have any record companies interested?
Quite a few. Megaforce wants us to come out there this summer. EMI wants us to do something in LA now. Enigma wants to do something with us. They're tied in with them. PAR, RPM, fucking Meat wants to talk to us. I'd like to talk to them, but every time I get a message, it's like just too fucking far.
Is yourself signing soon? Is yourself signing soon?
Well, we want to sign because we feel that we're ready for it, you know, to go in and sit down in a studio. You know, we don't have enough experience live right now, as you can probably tell, but as far as sitting in the studio and being able to take a second crack at it, you know, we can do it fucking picture perfect. It's just, sometimes when we get live, it just gets too crazy, and, you know, you pattern out certain stuff like what you're going to say and what you're going to play, and just the atmosphere of everybody just makes you fucking go off the deep end. Like, I patterned my leads out now, and last night I stuck to my patterns as most as possible, but there's other times where you just go off the deep end.
So there'll be no demo, right?
Basically, we would do a demo, but the time we would be wasting on that, we'd rather be perfecting ourselves for the album.
Yeah. What songs are you playing live?
In the order, we open with an instrumental called Hook and Mouth. Then there's a song about ever so popular nuclear bullshit called Burn Offerings. And then there's, after that, there's one called Chosen Ones. Typically, it's basically about, you know, this guy that is like cruising down a path, and he passes this vicious monster, and he has to either fight it, kill it, or get killed and just stay fucking there.
Yeah.
You know, so he goes and he kills this beast, and he gets so attached with this killing inside that he stays and he starts being the beast. You know, that's him. Then after that, there's a number that depicts our logo. It's called The Skull Beneath the Skin. It explains through that song how we came up with the logo, what each piece of the logo means, everything. So if at all possible, and I know Whiplash is going to print our lyrics to that tune. I don't know if at all possible if there's any other way that those lyrics can get out and be read. It would, you know, explain the whole fucking logo concept. So that's one clue right now. Another thing, after that is Looking Down the Cross. That's our religious song, you know. I'm anti-satanic, anti-religious. I'd like to start my own religion, but I, you know, hate to fucking cut my hair. And after that, then there's a number we call Love to Death. It starts off with a classical piece, and it's about this girl that I fell in love with that she said I was loving her too much, and that I might just love her to death. And I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna love you to death. And then she said, you know, I figured if I can't have her, then no one will. So the song is about this guy that's in love with this girl, and she don't really love him as much, and to be basic, it's a killing love song. It's the only song we say love in at all, and it's typically about fucking death again. You kill a fucking bitch if she ain't gonna be mine. I mean, that's the way it goes. Then after that is our one that's the second album's cover. We're gonna have a maniac on there called Vic. A maniac. It's a full body with a skull midget. And hey, shut the fuck up! Then there's it's not just the skull and the crossbones, it's the whole fucking person. It's the Vic, we call him, and that's going to be probably what we're going to use with our second album and stuff. And the song is called The Next Victim. We derived him from that because that song is kind of a cross between Skull Beneath the Skin and something we're going to put on the new album called Better in Blood. So that's one to look for after next time we come up. Then we take a breather, and we come back out and we do an instrumental that I start off, a little bit of a guitar solo.
I don't know, we haven't got it written yet. She's got a bunch of riffs.
And then Dave joins in with me on the bass, and then that's called Quicksand. And then we go into Bad Omen, which is one of the tunes you heard at the sound check, the first one. And then we go into Devil's Island, and that makes fucking Alcatraz look like a sandbox. You know, Devil's Island's the one from Papillon and all that shit, right? So we take a breather after that again, and if at all possible, you know, I mean, if at all necessary, we come up for a second encore. We'll be doing the Metallica classic, Mechanics the Way It Was, before they got jerk hammered on me. And poser cunt. And after that, then we do our Ode to Headbangers, Rattlehead. And for any of the metal come lately pussies that want to know how to really be hardcore, all they have to do is read that song, and maybe they'll get a clue. Then that's our closing number.
Was Fallen Angel actually ever been?
Yes and no. It started off as a project with a guy named Robbie and a couple other guys, and we'd come up. I moved to LA to get something together with him, and had found Dave and Lee and everybody else in this band up in that area. So Fallen Angel was more of a concept than a band, because I spent more time writing during that period than playing actually.
That involves in Megadeth.
I'd say a little bit, because through the Fallen Angel, through the Black Angel, through the Megadeth beginning, and to where we are now, each and every one of these songs has changed, I'd say, any from 15 to 30 times, because I'll write it, and I'll hear it, and I'll say, fuck, that isn't heavy enough to make me happy. And I'm usually happy with the fucking disgusting metal that's just fucking rip your face off and put it on backwards stuff. And we critique our own music. That's why we've kind of got a jump on other bands that don't listen to what they're playing. You know, they just play what they're playing, and we listen to what we're playing.
So why is death spelled without the A? Everything?
Well, that too is it's sort of an inside thing. You know, we really don't want to describe too much of why. So, you know, that's going to be part of the mystery of it.
Are there any particular influences for this band?
For this band? Well, I'd say Layers in the Sandbox still.
I got your Sandbox hanging, son.
Okay, sweetheart. Anyways, no, it's what was the question?
Get the question.
Any influences?
On this band?
Yeah. No.
Fuck no.
What is your opinion of Kill 'Em All?
Let it go out? Oh, fuck, man.
Fuck, I really don't want to say it. This reminds me of something that you would take to get rid of diarrhea or something, you know. It's really, it's fucked.
Ruined my fun.
It's weak, Kirk's a cunt for popping my lead. I mean, why would they get somebody to replace me if he's not better or if he doesn't have his own shit? They just got rid of me because I was a maniac, and they're all pussy wankers, and they fucking, you know, they're saying that they're the biggest, baddest fucking metal band, thrash and kill 'em all shit with a fucking machete coming out of the toilet. It's just, Lars got a good eye view of what an ass looks like, you know, and I'm sure he's been inside. That's why he wants to fucking, you know, put a toilet on the covers. He's so used to being in one.
Want to print that?
Just like home.
Want to print that?
Yeah, you're not
The hardcore shit, don't print.
What?
You know, when I'm joking around, that's shit. Don't print any of that. Frankly, what I think of the Kill 'Em All album, and this is what I want printed, is I think Kurt is a lame duck. He's like a fucking, he's like one hand clapping. You know, The band started off with a fucking killing image when I was in the band. We all fucking dressed the same, we all thought the same and worked the same.
But now they have ballads.
Now they have fucking crybaby songs, you know, they fucking, you know, they do this, they do that. Cliff goes out in fucking lumberjack wear. Fucking Kurt goes out, he looks like he fell right out of the fucking jazz class.
Strobe lights on stage.
You know? I mean, the fucking guy looks like he's an aerobics instructor instead of a metal god, you know? Fucking with his capuzios and his black pants and his white little cups and shit, you know? As far as the rest of the band goes, still like Lars, you know, I mean, there ain't much you can say about him one way or the other. As a drummer, I think he's alright. As a person, I think he's not, but, the band, you know, I'd say if you're gonna buy anything of Metallica, search for the demo. That's what I would say. Don't buy any of the shit in the band. Because if they have to have fucking James play both guitar tracks and this fucking lamer come out there and do the lead track, I mean, what the fuck good is it? They might as well have cloning James and fucking get another blow up of me out there, you know? I mean, the guy's just playing my shit and James is playing my shit too. I mean, that's when I found that out, I fucking laughed hard. I heard that from Dave Morris, Lars' roadie, that James did all the guitar tracks in clone. Enough of that.
Yeah.
Oh, are you
I'd
planning
go
return?
off on Metallica. I hate him.
Yeah.
Are you planning a return trip to the Bay Area soon?
Well, right now, we don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Kerry wants to stay up here, I want to stay up here. I fucking stay here.
Why leave? Why leave?
Well, because I have to get enough cash to live up here, basically. You know, you can't motel it for life, and I spent enough time in the gutter with Metallica, I wouldn't have a place to stay, you know.
Yeah. Better than El Cerrito.
What's the matter with El Cerrito?
Is that saying better than El Cerrito?
Oh, no, that place wasn't bad at all. It was fucking sleeping out at our manager's grandmother's house and having to sleep in a fucking studio 5 stories high that had no showers or no hot water, you know. It's kind of scummy, but that's what they like, so it's fucking pigs deserve shit, you know.
So, what are other future plans?
For Megadeth?
Yeah.
To fucking destroy, because we figure we want to have an original attitude so that other people can get influenced off of us. You know, we appreciate seeing all the people that have been influenced, you know, just by me alone and this whole band now. We're looking at influencing the whole major music world. We want to fucking just shake heavy metal again, knock it off its axis, you know, to say the least. And instead of being another fast band or being another heavy band, you know, we're a fast, heavy band that, you know, has fucking class as far as the music is concerned. If you were to hear it in the studio, well, we could take time and go straight through it, would be kill. But last night was our first gig, so you know it's like the first time you learn how to fuck. You barely got your dick hard, you know. So.
And then that storyline with Skull and everything's going to continue.
That is the vein of the band because we're really in the direction of reality. We're aware of everything. We're a thinking band from me down to the very last member and to everybody else who says that they run the fan club. Yeah, every single person knows their position in this band, and each one is as important as I myself. You know, we all have a very important part. It's not like the Michael Schenker group. You know, it's Megadeth. I'm just one musician in this band, and I progress a lot with everybody. But as far as our future plans are, it's just everybody locking in on what they're doing.
Alright,
That's about it. Anyway.